Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky and today's video is going to be all about what is coming up next for you. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. Group number 1, what is coming up next for you? Number 1. What is coming up next for you? Oh my God. This is so good. Group number 1. What's coming up next for you? Oh my God. I want to make sure I have the right wording because this is so good that oh my God. I feel like there's going to be healing. With something that you're struggling with. For some of you, there's something going on within your world that I feel is really troubling you. It's really tearing you down. It's affecting you on a very deep level. I feel that for some of you, this may be kind of bleeding into all aspects of your life and creating some type of negative situation or outcome. But I feel that there's going to be a deeper understanding of this. There's going to be healing. I feel like you're going to be able to get to the root issue of something and then be able to go about things in a different way. Like you're going to find a different way of handling a difficult situation. And I feel that there's going to be balance and harmony within a situation that, again, is very much troubling you. This is coming through in a very significant way. And I feel that this is most likely linked and connected to what I feel is probably troubling you the most, right? If you have a million problems and issues and things like that need to be dealt with, what's the main thing? That's what I think this is. This is how this is coming through. It's quite significant. Because there's something coming through here that for some of you, I feel that right now, like to how things have been for you, for some of you, it's a feeling that even on your happiest day, you still cry yourself to sleep at night. Like there's something where something is affecting you on such a deep level. But I feel like for some of you, I feel that you're in this energy of feeling that something very crucial is missing. And that you feel empty. And for some of you, you may have been trying to escape your reality, doing anything you can to just kind of get to the next moment because of just how difficult things are for you. You'll do anything to numb the pain. For some of you, you get wrapped up within situations to where there's only temporary satisfaction or something like that. But I feel that there's going to be this healing energy that comes about for you to where you're going to feel at peace within something, that's very much troubling you. There's a feeling here of reconciling with someone. That's another thing. Like if there's been issues with your connections with other people, I feel like there's a balancing within that. And again, just this positive healing energy coming through, but it's coming through in such a significant, overwhelming way. Like a life-changing way is how this is coming through. Let's see what else we get. For some of you, it's a feeling that whatever you feel is really missing within your world, I feel that that's what you end up getting. And you feel whole and content again. Something like that is what I'm getting. What's coming up next for you? For some of you, again, this message is coming through linked and connected to, connections and relationships that you have with other people. If there's something that really stands out in your mind, right, to where there's a connection that's really fallen apart and it's affecting you on a very deep level, I feel that there could be healing within that connection and that there's more peace and harmony within that. Yeah, this is so good how this is coming through. Let's see what else we get. What's coming up next for you? It's a feeling that, yeah, whatever's been really bothering you, like that energy settles. And that it's a feeling that you feel happy, but it's a true, real happiness. Like you don't have to pretend to be happy, like you're actually going to be happy. It's that type of energy coming through. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, this is coming through in a little bit more of a specific way, but for some of you, if you've been dealing with a very difficult situation, to where if you have tried to voice this to someone, right? If your whole world's fallen apart and you try to confide in someone and be like, hey, this is what I'm dealing with, blah, blah, blah. If they have not been taking it seriously, I feel that they're going to, or that you're going to be able to cross paths with someone that's really going to hear you. Do you know what I mean? Like they're really going to be able to understand what you're going through and be able to help you. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's a very helpful, supportive energy here. Yeah, for some of you, again, either like a connection or something like that that's fallen apart, there's going to be healing within that. You'll be able to reconcile that connection, whatever's going on. Or again, that you'll be crossing paths with someone that's going to be in a position to help you. Yeah, there's a very loving, supportive energy here. And being linked and connected to someone that really does have your best interest at heart, and that they'll do whatever they're able to do, right, within the circumstances to make things better for you. Let's see what else we get here. What is coming up next for you, group number 1? Okay, there's going to be a major transformation in your world. Again, whatever is really tearing you down, eating away at you, I feel there's going to be an end to that cycle or phase that you've been going through. And there's going to be a brand new beginning. And I feel like you're going to feel that the weight of the world has been lifted off of you. Whatever heavy burdens you've been carrying, there's a release of that energy. I feel like there's a clean slate. There's this new beginning, this new start for you. I feel that there's going to be, that the ending of a difficult situation or cycle that you've been going through. It feels life-changing. This is very significant to how this is coming through. Again, I feel like whatever's troubling you the most within your world, I feel like that's what gets figured out here. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What's coming up next? Oh my God. Group number 1. I'm so happy for you. Okay, let me word it this way. If you're watching this right now and there isn't something that's really eating away at you inside, this isn't your reading, okay? This is coming through in such a clear, strong way that there is something that is affecting you on such a deep level. And for some of you, you're not expressing this. There's something that's bothering you on such a deep level. Like I said, you could be having the best day of your life. You're still sad. You're still bothered. Something's still really getting at you. But I feel like all of this energy settles. And there's this deep sense of healing. And again, write down to every aspect of it. This isn't where, again, we just kind of skim over the surface of it and pretend that we're healed and pretend that we're happy and things are okay because maybe there's a minor change. This feels like all of the pain goes away. There's a feeling here that, again, you get to the root issue of something, or whatever it is that you truly need within this situation to feel better. I feel like that's what happens for you. These two cards have a very, very similar energy about them. And for some of you, you've gone through something very traumatic, or to whatever has happened, again, that it is affecting you on such a deep level. And I feel for some of you, this is affecting you to such a severe degree because you let it just fester within you. For some of you, whatever this is, it could be where nobody really knows about it. And that's just it. I feel for some of you, I'm not sure if this is something that you can't talk about or what it is, but it's a feeling that for some of you, you may feel like you have to show up as if your whole world hasn't fallen apart. You have to show up in a way as if you're happy, you're content with whatever's going on, but you feel completely broken inside. So there's something here again about this deep sense of happiness that you're going to have. So again, I feel like all the pain goes away and you're truly happy inside. You don't have to pretend anymore. There's going to be so much healing here on something that again is just tearing you up inside. Yeah, I'm so happy for you for these major changes that are going to be coming about. It's the end of a very painful, difficult cycle that you've been going through. And something to where you don't have to numb the pain anymore. Again, for some of you, I feel like you're doing anything you can to escape your reality. But it's a feeling that you're not going to have to do that anymore. There's going to be healing and you're going to be able, to breathe a sigh of relief. There's going to be this feeling again that this huge burden that you've been carrying, that gets lifted is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. What is coming up next for you? Group number 2. Okay, group number 2, what is coming up next for you? Okay, let me see here. Group number 2, what's coming up next for you? Okay, I feel that something's going to come about here within your world that, how to explain this? Yeah, I feel like things are going to be aligned in such a way that you're able to see your circumstances from a completely different angle. And I feel that that's going to make things easier for you. I feel like something's going to come about here to where, you're gonna view your situation from this different perspective, to where you're going to come to the realization that things aren't as bad as what you thought they were, or that you're going to find some other way of dealing with a difficult situation, or really noticing everything good that is going on or that you do have within your world. There's a feeling here that things get easier for you. There's a very positive energy coming through here. Of things becoming easier, or to where you only really have to deal with the easy aspects of something, and whatever's difficult and challenging to deal with, that falls on another person. So there's a really wonderful energy coming through here, as something that I feel comes about in a very effortless way, or that you very much enjoy what you're doing. And there's something else here. This energy's so good. There's another energy coming through here of someone or something that's extremely attractive. You may be viewed in a higher light. You may look really good doing whatever it is that you do. There's just, I don't know exactly what this is, but it's a feeling, again, as someone immersing themselves in something that, again, is very easy to do, or it's enjoyable to do, something that you're good at. You look really good while you're doing it. The energy surrounding you is very attractive. Something's very beautiful and attractive here, very easy to deal with, and something to where I feel like you are going to become aware of this energy from looking at something from a different angle. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Number 2, what is coming up next for you? Okay, let me ramble for a moment to these two. Okay, for some of you, this energy, right, to where I feel like you're going to be viewing something from a different angle. There may be something, okay, let me back it up. For some of you, what I'm going to say next is your current energy, your current reality. If not, again, this could be what's coming about in the near future for you. No matter how we look at it, whether this is a current energy or something that's going to be coming about, there's a feeling here that you may have to be patient for something to unfold. There's an energy here of someone, taking a moment to pause and kind of assess their situation. This is tricky. In some ways, I feel that this is of your own doing. In other ways, I feel that it's not, that there's an external energy that's creating the situation to be what it is. But the overall energy, no matter which way we look at it, is still coming through in a way that, again, there's a very positive outcome to something. And that wherever you need to be patient or if you feel like there's some type of delay or to where you're being held back from someone or something, again, there's a need for you to be viewing that from a completely different angle. Because I feel that this energy is actually working for you, not against you. So again, if there's something to where you're feeling frustrated, right, that you want to just keep going with something, but the universe is like, no, need you to just pause for a moment to trust that. And again, it very well could be that the universe is aligning things in such a way that you may have no choice but to kind of pause. And you may feel actually stuck within your circumstances, that you can't really move, that you're feeling restricted in some type of way. But again, I feel that there's something very significant linked and connected to this energy, to where this is happening so that you can view it from a different angle. Because again, for some of you, you may be dealing with something that, again, you're very frustrated by, but there's something positive linked and connected to it, or again, that you need to be viewing it from a different angle. There's really positive, amazing stuff going on here. So for some of you, this is already going on within your world and you need to be viewing it from a different angle, or again, that this is coming about in the near future. But yeah, not to feel too frustrated, right, with any delays or anything like that that's coming about into your world, because I feel that this is very much for your highest and greatest good. For some of you, you may need to be patient while the universe is working behind the scenes to align things for you. Because whatever's coming about here, you want this. This is worth the wait, is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. Group number 2, what's coming up next for you? Okay, there's some type of opportunity coming about here for you. And this opportunity, it does have an energy linked and connected to it that feels very long lasting. This feels like you could have something very stable and grounded linked and connected to this opportunity. But again, I do feel that patience is needed. For an example, this is coming through in a way of, let's say you're going to plant seeds, right? They're not going to just magically grow to the fullest state the next day when you wake up, right? You have to be patient for it to turn into what you want it to be. Something like that is what I'm getting, but it feels completely worth it. And again, I feel like whatever this opportunity is for you, it's something that feels, very stable, grounded. I feel like there's something tangible about this opportunity, and that it has the potential for there to be like long-lasting like success within something. Like this is a long-term energy is what I'm getting. But that's very much dependent on, again, you being patient or being very consistent with something, putting the time and energy and effort into something, and then again, waiting for it to turn into exactly what it is that you want. But it's a feeling that as long as you're not going about things in a quick, hasty way, the energy does feel long lasting. Something like that is what I'm getting. And again, whatever this opportunity is, I feel like it's something that you would really enjoy. Like, because there's something about it. Again, the energy flows in a very effortless way. There's something very attractive about this opportunity. And again, something about needing to be patient. 'Cause it's worth it. Let's see what else we get here. What's coming up next? Okay, what's coming up next for group number 2? Okay, how do I word this? Yeah, for some of you, I feel that you need to be viewing your situation from a different angle. For some of you, it's a feeling that I feel currently right now, you may feel that you are reading a person or a situation accurately and that you do have all the information, but I don't think you do. Like there's something here that you're not noticing, you're not seeing, or that you're not really taking into consideration that I feel very much could benefit you. What else am I getting here? What is coming up next for you, group number 2? Yeah, okay, so with this opportunity that's coming about for you, group number 2, yeah, it's something about not to be so quick and hasty with whatever it is. And for some of you, you may need to be very patient with yourself to whatever this opportunity would be. Because for some of you, I don't know exactly what this is, but I don't know if this is something to where you want to be perfect with whatever this is immediately, or to whatever the overall outcome would be that you wanted immediately. There's something here again about needing to be patient. And I feel like there's different levels or stages to something. And something about don't expect the full result of something overnight, right? To be patient. But again, this feels like it's so worth it is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. Group number 2, what is coming up next for you? Yeah, for some of you, you may get in an energy of being a bit stubborn. This is a feeling of someone maybe wanting to offer you help within something, but then I feel like someone's like, no, I don't need your help. Like, I know what I'm doing. But it's a feeling that, again, I think you may feel that you know more about the situation, or that you're more prepared for this than what you actually are. Or again, just where I feel like someone may want to be very quick and hasty with something, or to be showing up within an energy that they know more about the opportunity or outcome of something than what they really do. But again, there's something here about, yeah, it is. It's about you needing to just pause for a moment, again, so you can see this from a different perspective. Because for some of you, again, you think you're seeing the big picture, but I feel that your energy seems to be that you're channeling something, but there's a very narrow perspective here, but you feel that you're seeing, the bigger picture, but you're not. So just to be open to that is what I'm getting. So let's see what else we get here. Group number 2, what is coming up next for you? Okay, don't be so quick to dismiss someone or something. And I'm linking that back into this card here. Okay, for some of you, again, things may be presented in such a way, or even for some of you, to how you're currently viewing something, that again, you think you're right in how you're viewing someone or something, and then all of the decisions you would make from that place. It's a feeling like you're getting in your own way. Because I feel that maybe in the beginning stages of something, you may feel, and again, I feel it's more so like this opportunity coming through, there may be something about it to where in the beginning stages, you may feel that this is not worth your time and energy. But again, I feel that's because you would be looking at it from a very narrow perspective, maybe only focused on one aspect of it. But there's something about this that, again, I feel has the potential to bring, like all of this success and happiness into your world. And again, it feels a long lasting. So there's something here about you not going about things in a quick, hasty way, because that energy isn't going to support the energy that's coming in. Like, this is energy like, no, we need to take this seriously. We need to take our time to very much nurture whatever this opportunity would be. And again, to be patient for it to fully turn into what you ultimately would want, right? And I do feel that you'd be pleasantly surprised with the outcome of this, is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3. Let's see what's coming up next for you. Okay, group number 3. What is coming up next for you? Okay, group number 3. What is coming up next for you? Okay, let's see here. Group number 3. What is coming up next for you? Okay, let me see here. There's something coming through here. I feel like you may be linked and connected to someone that doesn't have your best interest at heart. There's some type of conflict here. But again, this conflict is linked and connected to someone that I feel operates from a very selfish energy. This is someone who doesn't know how to choose their battles wisely. I feel you're linked and connected to someone, that's in a very selfish energy. This is a feeling that whoever's in this energy, it's a feeling that they don't really care what they have to say and do as long as they come out on top. As long as they're viewed as the winner within something, as long as they get what they want, they don't really care how they have to go about it or who gets hurt within the process. For some of you, what's coming up next for you? I feel you need to be aware of the company that you keep. For some of you, you have someone around you who's a rat. I don't like this. For some of you, you need to be very careful who you confide in. This is coming through in a little bit more of a specific way, but to how I'm reading this is a feeling of you pouring your heart and soul out to someone, being very emotionally vulnerable with someone, and then they use it against you. People like that, myself, I really don't have much use for people like that. I can't stand people like that, but that's the energy that I'm getting here. Yeah, it is. For some of you, I feel that someone's going to try to use something against you. Or that someone's aware of what makes you feel vulnerable and they're going to use that to their advantage. For some of you, again, you may be wanting, again, to confide in someone. But it just feels like whoever this other person is, I feel they can't be trusted. Or they don't have the maturity to handle whatever this emotional, vulnerable message would be. Or again, that they're going to operate from this very selfish place and not be compassionate to whatever it is that you're going through. Let me see what else we get here. What's coming up next for you? Okay, I'm definitely going to pull another card, but one kind of kicked out. And it's very much highlighting what I just said. I think for some of you, you're linked and connected to someone that doesn't have your best interest at heart. They have a very ratty energy about them. They're extremely immature. And it just seems like a recipe for disaster. You telling this person anything that's important or like serious information because they don't know how to handle it. Like they don't have the maturity to handle like a vulnerable message or something. Okay. This is good though. Okay, so with this energy coming into the reading, what's coming up next for you? Okay. This is where you're going to have to trust your intuition to know who falls under what category, because you have someone or certain people, whatever it is, there's certain energies coming through here. Again, someone's very selfish, they're sketchy, it's nowhere close to being a good energy. And then there's another energy coming through here of someone who's probably the most compassionate, patient, loving person you've ever met. So there's a drastic difference within this energy. And yeah, it's a feeling that whatever this vulnerable energy or message is that you're wanting to express or share with someone, you need to do it to the person that has this very forgiving energy about them. They're very loving and nurturing. They handle people with more care, because this other energy, that person, they're nowhere close to being wired like that. It's a feeling you could hand that person $1 million and be like, I need you to be kind to this person. They'll be like, I can't do it. Like, there's something about how this other person's wired. It's not good. Let's see what else we get here. What is coming up next for you? Okay, let me see here. So this energy, right, where I feel like you're linked and connected to someone that's really doesn't do things on the up and up. You may hit your breaking point with this person. The energy I get with this card, this is a feeling of someone, and I feel that this is your energy. There's a feeling here, someone who is a loving person. They want what's best for other people. They have good intentions, that sort of thing, but that they get taken advantage of, right? That people don't match that energy, right? That person's not treated right. So for some of you, yeah, you may be hitting your breaking point with someone to where you're not going to tolerate poor treatment anymore. This could be where, yeah, you try to open up to someone and be vulnerable with someone. If they give you a hard time about it, this may be the time to where you completely snap. And you just put them in their place. Like, yeah, well, I've had enough of you. Do you know what I mean? And just like, enough is enough, to where you're not going to tolerate poor treatment anymore. Yeah, for some of you, you're linked and connected to someone. Yeah, they don't know how to choose their battles wisely. The energy is extremely exhausting to deal with someone who goes about things in that way. For some of you, if you feel that you've been getting wrapped up within a very similar type of energy, I feel that you may be viewing all of this from a different angle, and that you will be going about things in a different way, to where you're not going to be tolerating poor treatment anymore. That's straight up what I'm getting with this card. This is a feeling, again, of someone who's like the most loving person, getting sick and tired of being taken advantage of, and just not being treated like the way they treat other people, which is very loving. This is coming through in a way, even as guidance for you to put your foot down. If you're linked and connected to someone that's consistently giving you a hard time, or will basically do anything, again, to come out on top, but to where you're negatively affected, there's a feeling here of you just putting your foot down. Just letting that person know, nope, time's up, not tolerating it anymore. Because again, whoever's falling under the energy of this card and dealing with this type of energy, it's completely unacceptable. This isn't where, well, you just need to try a little bit harder, or you have to be a little bit more loving or patient with someone. No. The person that's shifting this energy onto you, they're the one that needs a reality check. And it may be you that needs to put them in their place. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we get. Because there's some other energy around you that I feel does very much match your energy, right? When we take it back to these two cards here, this is a very similar energy. This is a feeling of two people that, yeah, they're very kind, loving, people, like they want what's best for other people. They don't operate from a selfish place. They operate from the heart space, something like that. But I feel like someone's being taken advantage of for being wired that way. Like someone's using it to their advantage. Let's see what else we get here. Yeah, there's something. What is coming up next for you? You have a ton of inner strength about you, and you may need to draw on that. Group number 3. For some of you, I feel like you may be putting someone in their place. For some of you, I feel that patience has run out for someone in your world, right? That you've tolerated something for far too long, and you're done being nice. For some of you, you may want to match this other person's energy. This is a feeling of someone beating someone at their own game. This is a feeling that, don't get me wrong, I don't feel you would ever resort to this energy unless you're pushed to your breaking point, because you're not wired this way, right? But again, there's some other energy here. I feel as someone very much working against you is what I'm getting. What's coming up next for you? I don't know. I just feel like there's two separate energies here. Like someone that makes things very difficult for you. And then there's another energy of someone that's so kind and loving and want what's best for you, would bring a very kind, gentle energy towards you. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, for some of you, I feel that there's this certain energy of you being very brave and courageous, or like standing up for yourself. Something like that is what I'm getting. Again, like that you're not going to tolerate poor treatment anymore. For some of you, I'm not sure if you're more sensitive and if you're linked and connected to someone that's more harsh and abrasive and giving you a hard time. For some of you, the message I'm getting, it's a feeling that, right, like whoever's being not treated right, it's a feeling of you showing up within this energy of, fine, you don't like how I'm wired, I'll give my love to someone else then. Like, it's a feeling of, for some of you, I feel like something's going to happen to where you realize your own worth or something like that. Like, you realize that it's like, wait a minute, I'm not being treated right, right? Like, you're going to see that what you've been tolerating, that should have never been the case. And I feel like you're going to be putting your foot down. Yeah, I just feel like someone has no patience left for someone or something. And they're just going to be like, yeah, basically you've been getting lucky for the amount of time, right, that this was going on for. Like, I feel like someone's going to be saying that to someone and that they're just not going to tolerate it anymore. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, I do. I think you're going to put your foot down. There's going to be a shift within this energy to where, I don't know, you're not, I almost feel like whoever this sketchy person is, right, that I feel has been kind of going against you, or that I just feel you really can't trust, like there's something not right about this energy. I think for some of you at one point in time, you may have felt very intimidated by this person or the circumstances, to where you may have felt that you didn't really have much of a leg to stand on, or that you couldn't really do anything to change your circumstances, that you basically just have to tolerate horrible treatment and that there's nothing that you can do about it. For some of you, this is very specific. You may be linked and connected to someone that you feel has something on you, right? So that you basically have to just go along with whatever it is that they want within the situation. But I feel like, again, you're going to be viewing it from a completely different angle now, and not feeling intimidated by this person or the circumstances in the way that you were before. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's a feeling here of someone taking their power back, realizing what it is that they bring to the table, realizing, yeah, like how kind and loving they are, and how they consistently show up within that energy, and that they deserve to have that energy be matched. Not to be linked and connected to someone that operates basically from a completely opposite energy and is going against that person. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a major shift here within your world, group number 3. And I feel for some of you too, it's a feeling that you'll be choosing your battles wisely as well, like to where you've been putting your time and energy to where you feel that it's nothing but a waste. You're getting nowhere fast. The energy feels very draining and exhausting. Yeah, I feel like there's a complete shift within that energy, and that you're going to be teaching people how to treat you. Like there's something here where the standards are going to be different now. I feel for some of you, you're going to be communicating with someone and be like, look, yep, I tolerated this for however long, but guess what? Time's up, sweetheart. I'm done. Like, it's a feeling you're just not going to tolerate it anymore, and you shouldn't have to. That's a very clear message coming through here, that your heart's in the right place, and that you have this very loving, gentle, nurturing type of energy about you, and that you deserve to be met with a similar type of energy. And I feel like you're going to come to that realization and make major changes linked and connected to that, and you deserve it. That's what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.